Welcome back to the channel. What I have for you today is the Eventlab Showdown, but it's going to be a little different. I don't know if I've played this before for the channel. I think this is before I was doing this sort of show, since we're playing this for the second time. But we're going to play this Eventlab and rate it against some new creation from Joe C or his compatriots with the collab. Yeah. So first, let's jump into this here. Joe C presents the JCO Project Refinery Race 3. The JCO projects are events to showcase my shared prefabs. Make sure to follow my creative hub to find more. These prefabs will be under JCO Refinery. So this is a blatant advertisement for more content from Joe C, friend of the channel. If you guys want to try your hand at some Eventlabs, or I don't know if challenge cards works, but anyway, you can get these prefabs featured in this race. Let's go. So let's see what we have here as far as a car restriction. We're on our way to Eventlab Island. I was taken aback by that for a second. Okay, here we go. A800 retro supercars, not my favorite, but it is one of the favorite things to throw us in from the devs. Okay, so we have some cool cars here. This Lamborghini Diablo is awesome. The Berlinetta is great. I'm glad we had that. I think it was back to the 90s series where we created both of those. This is also pretty good. This is like a challenge car, like a PR stunt challenge type thing. All right, I don't know why. Let's try the F355 Berlinetta from, of course, Ferrari. We haven't used it in a while. It is rear-wheel drive, but I believe it is twin turbo. I don't know. This car is pretty hot. It's fun. I like A800 car restrictions because you can have fun up until a point, and it's nicely capped. Nothing crazy. Starting to get crazy. A800. Here we go. So I remember playing this, I believe. We have a lot of right hand, kind of 90 degrees. On these type of tracks, watch out for those curbs. Sometimes they're a little tall. I don't know how this one is, or if it even has any. Yeah, we've got a little bit of a sidewalk jutting out there. So we have a great sound. We're moving through the field. There's going to be a part of this that I kind of have burned into my brain. I remember saying this was fun, I think. So hard to pull from memory. But also, why did they have festival playlists with Eventlab no S? Why did they only put one in there? Man, sometimes they put 4, so that's too many. But that was cool. Whatever. All right, we have 3 laps here to get it done. Look at the set pieces. Look at the scenery. We are here. It says refinery, but I'm picturing like a city of industry, California. You know, we've got transportation, we've got logistics, we've got manufacturing capacity abound. This is a hub of commerce. Crazy, so cool. Oh no, oh no, oh no, I ran out of brakes. Okay, let's rewind. Let's show you how that should have went. So I'm talking, I'm blathering, and I didn't see the racing line change. Oh, they're diving to the inside. Nice move. I respect it. Me just doing a crazy burnout to catch up. All right, so at the beginning of the first lap, of course, we were pretty far back. Now we're in second position. We need to get in first and put a little distance between us before we get to that next time at that tough turn. We've got a lot of power. I think we lacked grip there. That was the problem. Also, I wasn't trying to dive to the inside. I had a little bit different of a racing line. I can start to feel the tires going away here. That's why we're sliding a little more. So we'll see that one more time, and then I'll probably dismiss myself and you guys until we meet again at the finish line. We don't need a third lap here. We kind of know what's happening. But anyway, I think I was talking about those prefabs. You know, all this stuff, these set pieces, you could access a lot of it. I'm sure he has it on there and shared. That's the kind of guy he is. So we're pushing through, using every bit of the asphalt here. Here's that turn. We're ahead by a good ways. I'm going to dive in, practice for the next time I'm here. Nice. That is a challenging turn. So, like I said, I'm going to step away here. I will be back at the finish. Alright, so we meet again. Here is that tough turn coming up, but I wanted to see if I could eclipse my previous time This feels a little faster now that I've been up front, not really dealing with anyone else. 17, 18, 19, 20. Just turned over 20. I think it said 20.0. So we'll see here. 20.033. Awesome. That was fun. Seeing that this is race 3, I just had a thought. What if you got into an Eventlab, but it was a race series, something like a seasonal championship? That's actually pretty cool. So we should see a notification here that we've completed the Eventlab. There it is. And all we have left this week are the daily challenges, 6 remaining. And we have that monthly rivals we'll get to at some point. We have some random rewards here. But like I said, I want to go to the collab. So let's go to Creative Hub, Eventlab. I think I typed it in wrong last time. Oh, wait a minute. Look, it's right here. Well, this is awesome. One, I didn't want to necessarily stack the deck, giving Josie every spot in the Eventlab Showdown. So we can go to GT Deny for that. But Playground Games Editor's Choice is a great place to see some Eventlabs that aren't featured in the festival playlist, or at least not yet. And you can play some that a lot of other people are playing. So let's check this out real quick before we jump into collab Japan Yokocho from GT Deny. I was probably typing it wrong. It's CO-Lab. So there you go. There's that. Then we have Suds the Cat, also friend of the channel. Escape the Mountain. That looks actually weird. Is that like a Halo type thing? Yeah, we got the Halo logo, the vehicle. City Dome Circuit, spelled differently. Sky Arcs 23. Millennium Circuit. Yeah, all this stuff is new. I don't think I've played it before. I've never even heard of it. Sky of Taipei. Estadio Airport from Petrolhead. Arc Raiders. Wow. This is crazy. These are all new. I don't know if they updated this or how this works. All the way down to Twisted Nuts, The Tower 2.0. But let's go back to GT Deny's Yokocho, and we'll see what's going on here. This is a 9-race series. I put up the graphic in a previous video. I can't remember which one, but maybe I'll put it up again. There you go. There are a lot of the races and share codes for you. So we already did Retro Supercars A800, so I'm going to keep this one A800. I'm going to try to find a race car that is kind of good all around. Let's try, well, wait a minute. I was going to try the Diablo, but yep, let's do it. Let's Diablo it up. I can't really find anything better. This thing is all-wheel drive, twin turbo, has a wing. One of them has rally tires. Maybe that was the last one. Yeah, this I don't think does. Wow, checkpoint underground. Very cool. So we're on a raised surface, or we will be. Here we go. We're by ourselves, so kind of cool, kind of different. What an experience here. Loading in 3 laps through the streets of downtown Yokocho. Ooh, alleyway. Crunch. Okay. Yeah, that was tough. I missed out. All right, so it's a little wet. Wow, this looks so cool. This gives me Sleeping Dogs vibes. My son played that. I know. He saw it on a video or something. He probably shouldn't have. But it's okay. A GTA-esque game set in Japan. A lot of tough missions, but the alleyways remind me of the fight scenes. Wow. Even with all-wheel drive, we are slipping around here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, you know me. I've got to check it out. Let's see what this parking garage type structure looks like here. Oh, wow. So you know what you could do? You could go up through here and maybe take some pictures. Oh, and it goes back down? Oh, my gosh. Whoa, wait a minute. Oh, that's nuts. It actually flows. That is so cool. So we have this racing line. Do we actually have any checkpoints? Or can you kind of just go through the city? Wouldn't that be something? Are we getting checkpoints? I'm not sure. Maybe that's the need for these very tight alleyways. Maybe that's, yeah, here's a checkpoint. Okay. So you don't see the flags, but they're there. They must be hidden. Yeah, this is crazy. Because look, what we did the first time, we went up through here. I guess if you wanted to, you could just go flying out through here. And you don't even have to go down that ramp. You can just go out this one, jump. I'm anxious to see what's actually down there. And you know what's funny? Comparing these two, from these two collaborators, there is such detail here. Like, the depth is crazy. Flying over stairs, all these buildings, all this stuff, very thought out. I'm sure you could probably have a bunch of other races set here given all the different possibilities. All right, this time we are not going to go through the parking structure. Let's see if it's any faster or how it seems. Pretty much the same other than the little run up. It's a little tighter there to start, but there you go. Across the line. That was fun. I love putting these two cars together. The Ferrari, the Berlinetta, and the Diablo here. Give it a like. They're free, people. If you had fun, if you played it all, give it a like. If it was very frustrating, you couldn't complete it, maybe give it a dislike, you know. But let's try to reward our creators out there so they make some more stuff for us. And that's going to do it for the video. We have some accounting to do. We had Joe C's JCO Project Refinery Race 3. Very cool. We have played it before, but a bunch of prefabs featured here that you can use in your own creations. You can check them out. They're out there for you to use. Those all came together to make this course, this urban raceway. And in the same vein, we had GT Denies Yo Cocho, and playing it the first time, maybe giving me a little bias, but I thought it was really fun. Very fitting, very similar. I'm so glad that I got one that I could kind of compare to Joe C's event. And maybe it's just the little bit of nuance there, but I had fun. I liked the multiple routes. You didn't see any checkpoints. It was crazy. It would have been nice to race against people, but I didn't do that, so that's on me. But very fun. I'm gonna give the win this week to GT Deny. Congratulations to both creators. Please go check out their other stuff. Like I said, if you type CO-LAB, you should get the rest of them. They're gonna be featured there with all their share codes and all that stuff. Plus, you know, pause it for the all the information in that picture I shared. So that's going to do it for me today. Thank you guys so much. Remember, Horizon Realms update dropped. We have a brand new thing here. If you go to the start menu, down to Horizon Realms, you can pick any one of these biomes, any one of these rotating events, and wherever it is, that's where you can be and either run up a skill score or just do like a free roam. So most of these are going to be at the stadium, but if it isn't, it'll say highway. You know, Cars and Coffee is where it was. Neon Airstrip, self-explanatory. Dia de Muertos is in Mulegé, I think, and the rest of them are stadium bound. So, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you on Wednesday for the daily challenge video to wrap everything up before we go to the autumn storm season. I'll see you there in the next one. Later.